Men don't talk about their feelings. That's what they tell us.
No, we talk. We just joke our way around the truth.
Yeah, and they wonder why we're pissed off, tired, and one bad day we blow it.
We're not experts.
We're not therapists.
We're three loud guys in our 40s who screwed up, kept going, and learned some hard shit the wrong way.
We're gonna argue.
Say the wrong thing.
And sometimes, accidentally, say the right way.
This isn't self-help.
This is self-honest.
If you are barely holding it together, like us, good. You are in the right place.
We're waiting for Kevin's ass to sit down. All right. Yes, I'm going to throw in a velo. Is it velo or velo? Velo? I'm a velo guy myself. I don't know whether it's get yourself into the mic a little bit more.
Gay guy is what you are.
Yeah, the velos. I appreciate the velos. They're better than the Zins because they have more milligrams of nicotine. They're moist. Yeah. Nobody. I just muted it just in case. You're welcome. Maybe it goes.
Ghost hunting. Ghost hunting. I like ghost hunting. Yeah, I like it.
You're so gay. Listen,
don't
turn your mic down.
This-
There you go. And now put it a little bit closer to your face. Now raise the arm up a little bit.
Jeez, oh man, this is like I'm eating.
Look,
fucking-
that's dude, that is perfect.
that's crazy.
That
All right.
you actually sound like we can hear you at this point.
That's wild. That's too close.
It is not too close.
Too close to my face.
Don't be a
eating it.
don't be a
right now.
jackass. Sometimes you gotta eat the mic.
My homophobos.
Gay.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be looking towards my camera at all.
That's okay. Listen, you don't need to look at your camera. This is
weird.
for the people to see you.
It's people.
Because a lot of people like that stuff on YouTube, to watch it. For some reason, it's become like listening.
People.
People watching us is weird. I don't know why you would want to watch us. We are three of the ugliest sons of bitches on the
Don't
planet.
watch me.
The mic wasn't on you. Now the camera's on you. Go ahead.
Don't watch me. Don't do that.
Hey. So what happens is I get to.
He can switch between all of them. He has.
Yeah,
control
I'm
of
sitting
all
here. I'm sitting here switching between the three of us. So whenever you're talking, yes, but whenever you're not talking, we don't want to see you.
of them. The face he made.
It was very like, so be it then. Like, yeah.
We
Well,
have some good ones.
so what we actually have we can put it like a fourth one where it can actually show all of us at the same time. Right. So we'll play with that once we get real mics real video. So just in case you're listening currently, I have one of these PTZ cameras and then two cell phones that we're using to record these two degenerates. The PTZ camera's on me because I bought it and I like it. It's cool.
Chinese for gay.
It is. It could be Chinese for gay. I don't know. You want to ask that sign guy? Have you ever seen those?
I mean, it depends on
those-
the dialect.
Have you ever that sign guy? He's like, dude, he's the best. He's not
Styles.
It's not Alonzo. He's Chinese. His name is probably Sheng Wei or something like that. Yeah, like it's like this PCL signs or something like that, where they'll do like he cuts like a meme of somebody being like ridiculous, and then he cuts to himself. He does like an incredible Donald Trump for an Asian guy. I'll find it and I'll show it to you guys because you guys will actually like that. He's actually excellent. So anyway, welcome back, degenerates. I wanted to take a second and explain what's been going on the past couple of weeks. First of all,
Degens.
Yeah, you're degens. We're degens. Everybody's degens, degenerates. If you watch Letterkenny, Shoresy, Letterkenny mostly, they talk about the degens from up north. We are some degens, and if you like our podcast, you are probably degens as well. So
That's fair.
that is saying something. So we appreciate you for listening. Again, before I get started into sort of what happened over the past couple of weeks, I wanted to go ahead and talk about make sure that you like, follow, subscribe if you haven't listened to us or haven't done that yet. Please do so. Leave us a comment because we do appreciate those. Me especially because I'm the only one that reads them. I might be the only one who can read out of the three of us. So yeah, so I appreciate them. I appreciate them more than everybody else does. So yeah, leave us a comment. It is offtopic@gmail.com. You can go ahead and send us some stuff. We're actually going to do 2 podcasts today. Again, we're going to try to. This took us almost 5 hours to get ourselves rocking and rolling here today.
Mess.
We were having some problems with some audio issues, which actually leads me into last week and why we haven't been you haven't seen anything the past couple of weeks. Last weekend I actually traveled from Pittsburgh area to Philly for something. So the week before, the weekend before, we went and did 2 podcasts so that we could cover you guys, so you guys had something to listen to from us. And turns out that our audio did not capture at all. We had just video. They were excellent podcasts, and we did that. So with that, we talk about a lot of things with men's mental health and advocacy and things like that. And one of the things I like to talk about is accountability. And I'm going to take 100% of the blame for that. It just didn't happen. Now, when I went to edit that audio, it just wasn't there, and it was awful.
Way to go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take accountability for that.
Hey, Greg,
because it was awful.
try to suck less.
I am going to try to suck less.
Try to suck less.
I promise you, I'm
Okay.
going to try to suck less. Actually, if you see on my
Just
sin
in
tin
general,
here,
he's trying to suck
it
less.
actually has a thing that does say suck.
So what that means in general is that right now he sucks more.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to suck less.
You can still. Yeah. No, I did not. I did not suck less than 0. I should have tested the audio equipment, and that was on me for not testing that audio equipment
Yeah,
before.
we weren't
it
calling
happened.
Greg out. We were making like this
So
fun.
to you guys, to you 2 guys specifically,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Dude. We appreciate everything that you put into this. So you're fine. Dude.
I kind
You've
of
done
fucked
more
that
than
up.
all of us doing this. Period.
Tens of listeners is like one of my favorite things to say.
Right.
And to you guys out there who are listening and who we did get a couple messages as to where we were. That's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. We'll get it.
Way to go, Greg.
I'm taking accountability for it,
Right.
and we got it. We got it figured out finally. So we're going to go ahead and make it better. We're going to get better from
Suck
here
less.
going
He's
forward.
going to suck less. We're going to try to suck less.
Yeah. So as long as these guys can stay relatively on topic, then we should suck less. So we're going to go ahead and try to re-record the episode, because I think this is actually one of the bigger ones that kind of hits home for me. Is we're going to talk about men and loneliness and how that hits us and what that looks like. So bear with us while we go ahead and get into some of that stuff here. So over the past couple of weeks, what have you guys been up to?
Working, and I have a couple notes from the last one we did do. The things thoughts I needed to finish up on.
Okay.
I remember I finished this on the last one.
Yeah. So actually, Kevin, now while I'm pulling something up is a great time to do that.
So just finishing up some of the thoughts that I had from the last podcast that you all got to listen to. A few things I jotted down. Don't let fear control you or stop you from moving forward. And what I mean by that is fear of the unknown or fear of failure. In baseball terms, don't strike out looking or go down without taking swings. We're literally redoing this. I've literally said all of this. Yes. Okay. All right. Next one is man up or cowboy up. Own up to your own mistakes. Be honest with yourself and your significant other. Don't badmouth or put down your ex in front of your kids. Don't be that person. That's one thing I do. It's hard, but don't let anger control your communication. It takes a stronger man to learn how to control your anger. Be clear and concise with your own needs. Don't play games. Men in general already are, but don't expect an effort that you're not willing to give yourself.
Kevin, what does that mean? Give me some more on that.
Clear and concise with your own needs?
Yeah.
Your spouse, your significant other. That's what we were talking about the last podcast.
And would you get into the fucking mic?
Dude, I literally.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
Holy
Listen,
shit.
you need to be making love to that microphone.
Gross.
I know your wife is in the other room.
But I see him right there, and he's like so far away from it, but yet his voice is so booming.
Yeah, like if you take a look at me, like literally my lower
lips
lip
are touching it. Yeah.
Yes, and that's
All right.
and that's where it should
That's
be.
so gay. Don't ever let me say that again. Don't ever let me say that again. I didn't mean it that way. I'm not that dude.
So listen,
Anyways.
I was real quick. I was considering cutting all this stuff out.
You should.
No, I'm absolutely not.
That sucks. All right, that sucks for me.
I promise you. And actually, whenever we get done with this one, before we get started on the next one, which we actually have a listener submission email, we're going to go ahead and talk about that. I want to re-record the promos.
Yeah, right.
So that way we have that. And actually, I
like
will.
that.
I can email it to you. I see Brian has his computer. I see that you don't have a computer.
I don't
So,
have a computer.
You
but
don't
that's
have a
cool.
computer?
My wife has a computer
Kevin,
somewhere.
I
could borrow
have an.
one.
Luckily for you, I brought an extra laptop.
You guys are so sweet.
So because it's just because I love you, and
Thanks, man.
you're such a good
this
person.
is Greg putting in extra effort beyond everybody else. Why we need to thank Greg for this whole thing.
This is something that I enjoy doing, and probably more than anything is actually getting time to spend with you guys.
Yeah.
I think you may have heard I said that we spent about 5 hours trying to get this stuff set up, and it's not 5 hours of setting it up, but we got to talking and bullshitting about stuff.
It's what we do.
And we just like to talk and like the bullshit.
Come down.
Yeah, dude, I was today had me between my truck getting stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
When trying to get my trailer out, and between setting this stuff up, I could have stabbed somebody without question. So I feel much better at this point, thanks to you guys and some whiskey and whatnot.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
Next.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
on.
But actually that's a perfect segue that you
great.
say into that since today we're going to talk about men and loneliness and things like that.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay,
All he's talking about is damn cheetahs.
But Brian has been talking about like baby cheetahs. He has to have it as our background, and until we get our actual space set up downstairs, our studio set up, we're literally recording on a dining room
table.
So if you actually see, I have an AI generated background for us. He's been talking about wanting cheetahs behind us and stuff like that, and I think his screensaver or his it changes. So he literally got excited because there were cheetahs on the background. So, and now baby cheetahs, that's so
dude.
fucking gay. So gay. All right. So that actually, Brian, whenever you were saying about giving us a call, right? If we wanted to stab somebody. So, and we're talking about we're talking about men and loneliness and things like that today. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. I want you to go ahead and answer.
I don't want to answer.
So whenever I'm sitting here, I'm dealing with all this stuff, especially with my truck this morning. I felt probably more alone than I have in a while. Right, because I'm literally the only one who's able to help myself, even with family members standing beside me or around. So that kind of got me thinking to some of this stuff here. What I want to know is, do you guys think that most guys think of themselves as lonely, or don't they think of themselves as lonely individuals?
Rises.
I have to get myself there mentally.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. Sorry about it.
Well, welcome. Oh, that's good.
That's great.
So yeah. So no, I you know what, I actually I'm kind of different in this, because you said you don't normally think of yourself as lonely. I do. I consider myself to be
lone wolf,
lonely almost all the time, almost indefinitely. And it's because there's not a lot of people that I can go to, that I can talk to about much of anything. Not only that, but there's a lot of people that I don't think would understand some of the things that I do, because I'm involved in a lot of different things. And whenever I have burdens in those areas, only there are certain people that really can relate to that type of thing. Right. For example, like I'm very involved in like the political world, and I do a lot of other volunteer efforts, and I'm on boards and things like that in different areas. And the only people that I can really talk to are those people in that area, because they're the only ones who understand. Right. But it's hard to find.
Is it more just somebody to listen to? Somebody to listen like to you?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, because whenever I'm literally thinking about things like this, I'm thinking about somebody not only to listen to me, but somebody to kind of get what's going on and understand what's happening, because it's easy to sit there and talk about.
But if somebody doesn't understand where you're coming from, it's hard to
they don't
explain how you feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times, for example, like that's
why you lean into coworkers so much. You create friends at work a lot of times, and you lean into that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
we're coming from a trucking company. I mean, a lot of the truck drivers do that.
Right.
You know, they get on chain phone calls and group phone calls and call each other and talk to each other, and somebody has a problem, they throw it out there, and
yeah. I mean, I can give a perfect example. Like, I come back from my political conference that I had this past weekend, and that's a place where, honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm the guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm the man. Like, I'm the guy in charge. I'm the one that's doing that. And then you walk home. You go. I literally drove 6 hours after doing all this work and all this other stuff, and nobody even bats an eye when I walk in the door, right? And from being that guy, right, like the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and whether that be with this or whether that be at work or something like that, to just, and you're walking home and it's just nothing. All right, let's hear it.
I understand that. And that's sort of what it is. I understand that feeling of walking in. You're holding a high position, you know, and something that's influential or, you know, recognized, you know, by the general population.
Yeah, but somebody that's not familiar with that doesn't understand that.
But it's not even that. Have not.
Yeah, I mean, we take a look at some of like the things, like some of the guys enjoy things like status and the ability to do things and being recognized for their ability. And I feel like I live several different lives in a way, right? And then I spend so much time and focus on one, and things get like lonely or whatever on the back end of that. Like I literally do all this stuff, and I'm running an entire convention, and then I come home and nobody even gets off the chair or the couch to come say hi and give me a hug or anything like that. Say that they miss me and or tell me what's going on or anything like that. It kind of hits you, and it's one of those things where it just kind of it kind of grabbed me this week with literally just going from that world into reality. Yeah, just being right. Like, I just didn't. There was nobody to say to hi to me or give me a hug or tell me anything, and it made me really think about how lonely I feel a lot of times because of things like that. Like, we often, guys can separate themselves in those areas, right?
Communicating.
No, so hey,
You all right over there? We know.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. No, but we do these types of things, right? And actually, I was happy because I actually took some of our own advice, which is kind of fun,
That's cool.
right? Some of the stuff that we've been talking about over the past couple of weeks.
So you're saying something that we say could be like taken actionable,
Helpful.
Like it's a
Yeah,
helpful,
because
actionable thing.
So I'll give you guys a quick story before we continue to move on. Is we were during the convention, we have a lot of, just in case, just for some reference, guys, I am the chairman of the Libertarian Party of Pennsylvania. So I know we've got, it's literally 2 Republicans and a Libertarian here. So I like to tell them why they're wrong
Constantly.
but they're more libertarian than they know. We'll get them there eventually. Don't worry. Okay. Anyway, but during the conference Friday night, we had like a little mixer get together, things like that, and talking to one of the people who were relatively close to me. And then Saturday morning, he's had some mental struggles. By mental struggles, I mean in and out of the hospital.
Pretty serious.
Yeah, pretty serious stuff. And he had a mental episode Saturday morning right before we went into business. First thing in the morning, actually, he had to be taken to the hospital for it. And then from the hospital, he had to be taken back to his home because he was unable to function properly.
Stress.
But for several days, I struggled with even like reaching out to him to check in on him. But from the conversations that we've had, I actually was able to reach out to him and have conversations with him. A couple of different times, and I'm falling again. So it made me really consider that type of thing. And I was actually able to reach out to him and have some conversations with him. And I sent him, he was having some struggles with some money and getting groceries and things like that he needed. And we were able to get him set up, which was great. Very good to hear that we were able to do that. And just that we were talking about reaching out and things like that. You have no idea how important that is to do.
You never know when it's going to hit somebody just at the right time when they needed you.
Right.
reaching out.
Yeah.
Reach out and talk to this person. You know, because that's probably the person who you should reach out and talk to. You know, I know that's happened to me. Or I've just been like,
Keep going.
like, you know, I got this person I should call.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, we books.
Yeah.
So I found out that we could have.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Men get. They always say women's intuition. Women's intuition was so good. There would be so.
Wow, that is Whole
Okay,
other
that's
story.
that is a hot take.
Hot take. Bro code.
No, not even that. Just reaching out. And number one, if I ever tell you guys, if I ever give you a call and say, hey, you 100% do not lie. Tell the absolute truth. You are 100% better know that.
That's I think he's talking about. So we got off topic there with the he was literally talking about something serious, and then all of a sudden he went bro code. So
I said, what movie did you watch? You just fucking figure it out. All right.
Wow. All right. What movie did you watch?
Probably a Marvel.
That's gay.
Next.
Marvel movies? Dude, I've watched some of them. They're okay. They're fun for what they are. Meh.
That's America's ass.
Dude, I've seen some of them. I'm not completely like, I've seen like the first 2 or 3 Iron Man. I saw the first Avengers. I saw Civil War, whatever that was.
dude, you're missing out on so much stuff.
Like I haven't watched any of the Spider-Mans after the Tobey Maguire, the original. I haven't watched any Spider-Mans after that. None.
He was good, and even the new guy, I forget his name. He's even better. Yeah, he's excellent. He's perfect.
Isn't Tobey Maguire back, by the way?
In like the last, no, not the last one, but the one before that, last one, they were all 3 of them were in there.
That's cool.
It was the multiverse. So that they figured out a way because Sony owns the
Numbness.
Spider-Man. So the Sony Spider-Man movies are their own little universe. And then Marvel was negotiated a deal to have them and Wolverine into the Marvel universe.
Yeah, because Wolverine, that's all part of the X-Men shit, right?
Right, but X-Men is owned by Sony. They bought all those rights from Stan Lee back in the day.
Whatever.
All right, guys, we are way off topic.
I don't care anymore.
Right. That
I've
was
lost
the off topic trumpet.
He is the trumpeter.
So let's pull back real quick here. Let's have a conversation about
Loneliness.
yeah, we're gonna talk about loneliness. We're gonna start here with the slow disappearance of friendships. How that looked when we were younger,
It happens, dude.
as to how it looked when we were older. Okay, but what I'm asking, what I'm trying to say is that your friend group,
Yeah.
by and large, was larger when you were younger. It is probably much smaller.
Yeah.
But no, you probably had a bunch of friends or friendly acquaintances, right? And now that group has shut up. Now that group has dwindled quite a bit, so to where you have like 2, 3 maybe friends.
My older sister was your sister. Was a loser on top of losers. The only reason you guys got fucking preferential treatment you got is I was so fucking awesome. No one realized it.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Don't hold us back. Tell us how you really feel.
I wanted to be a wigger. I was like a guy wearing school or wearing my jeans backwards at fucking school trying to be cool with the one black guy that was there.
He's so gay.
That's good.
He is so gay.
He probably wore jorts.
He definitely wore jorts.
He wore jorts.
Like he tried to be like, so my guess is he probably so my guess
Couldn't even be like,
my guess is he probably tried to get like the Jenkos before
Yeah,
they were
right.
Jenkos.
Before they were
right?
Jenkos.
Okay. Guys.
what the fuck?
Okay. Guys, we are way off topic. Again, we literally made it like half a question. Your mom is my mom, asshole.
I can't with these guys.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Good Lord, Jandis. You farted right in my butthole. It's like a fart transplant.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, for example, I had a lot of friendly acquaintances, I would say,
Yeah.
whenever I was younger.
I never kept a big group of friends.
And then
And
everything kind of like I was well known but not popular. I was like one of those guys. Like everybody, so I was involved in a lot of stuff, so everybody kind of knew me, but I wasn't like popular, right? But I had a decent group of friends. Now that group has dwindled to like 1 or 2, and the question was to start with was why does that happen? Where does that come from? Just life,
Yeah.
like
Dude, life happens. I mean,
You know, there's some people that we feel connected to one another. And that's the 1 or 2 people that you will have. You know, I unfortunately got drunk a lot when I was younger. And I'm honestly, the people I know from high school, I don't know, but dang one of them is they know me or if they have blocked me.
Those are like the only people I know. Besides coworkers,
Yes.
besides coworkers from,
Yeah, but we're talking about even coworkers, like as you change jobs. And,
that's what I mean. I mean,
and
you
things like
you
that.
still are, they're acquaintances.
Completely different person at work than I am at home. I don't know if there's any coworkers that'd be like, oh, you
So what you're saying is you're a dick.
know,
Have a dick.
Well, I kind of what I'm trying to get at is like even as we transfer these like jobs and things like that, and we go from place to place, there are usually one or two people right at those jobs that
Maintain
we're tight with. Are you still tight with the majority of those people that you went from job to job
Actually,
with?
I am. I have a fair amount like that from previous jobs.
First of all, congratulations on all your
Yeah,
success.
I mean, no, I'm just saying I carry a fair amount of friends or friendly acquaintances that I had as ex-coworkers.
That's good.
I still contact and text with, whatever. And it's been a few years.
What about from 20 years ago?
No, high school. I mean, you're talking high school friends.
No, buddy, that's not high school.
Shut up.
Dude, you were
was that all?
you were dude, you were almost 30. That ain't high school, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have very little contact with those coworkers, but yes.
Right.
4 years, 1980s, whatever you think.
Okay.
Right on.
Brian, you are so good at getting us off topic.
Dude,
Man,
like you come in with something and just drop a bomb.
goddamn wizard with getting us off topic.
Just not being on topic.
Right. So I think a lot of that just kind of goes away from age and things like that. Everybody kind of just kind of drifts apart. Shit happens, guys. Shit happens.
Life happens. Can you turn this down? It's like all I hear is me.
No,
You're killing.
so I'm while you guys are talking, I'm going to ask another question. Let you guys talk, and I'm going to go ahead and play with this a little
Fuck
bit.
with that a
I'm
little
going to
bit.
mute it because we need to move something down here real quick. While we're but I could finally hear you.
I don't like it.
I can finally hear you.
I don't like it.
Like literally, everybody's been saying it's good,
But that one guy needs to speak up.
Kevin needs to talk.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and
What do you want to talk about?
do that. The next question I'm going to ask you guys is nowadays. No, we're not talking about baseball. Is when you guys get together with your friends now. I know this is probably going to be more for Kevin. What do you talk about now? What do you actually talk about? Like, what is it? Just regular life?
See, so I'm in a little different situation than a lot of people. I actually own a business with my best friend that I grew up with. So we see each other every day. We own H&H Beer Distributor in Grove City. So anyways, yeah, I see him every day. We talk about everything. I mean, we're more like brothers than we are friends, if that makes sense. How many friends do you have from 30 years ago? All right.
Told you you guys are all like friends. I'm like, really? I had guys who tolerated me. I was so fucking annoying.
I mean, a lot of times guys work so much that they kind of lose time because they're trying to put that in for their family. They're trying to make money, out
Right.
there in the world, having time to reach out to friends or hang out with friends. It comes, less and less, in the middle part of your life.
Yeah.
And then, when you kind of get, on the back side of things where I kind of find myself now where, my kids are all older. I have no young kids at home anymore. Okay, whatever free time I get, I like to spend with my wife or, my kids who are grown and, grandkids and things like that.
Something most, I think, men dream up as
Of
they
course.
become middle age into older age. It's like, hey, you know what? I'm good and comfortable. I would like to be better in my life, but I'm good and comfortable and I'm happy.
I'm happy with
I
where
can
I'm at.
see myself retiring in a simple life like this.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do, as you get older, you want less and less stress.
Yes.
You want the less stress. So not that you're looking for it when you're younger, but you're more chasing the titles. You're chasing career goals. You're chasing dreams. And we all should.
I had a choice to take a title over a raise.
Okay.
I chose because I was going to get a raise either way, but I chose the title and I got less of a raise than I could have gotten. I wanted to move up.
I did that same thing, actually. I did that same thing when I was working, with a previous employer, when I had an opportunity to become a center manager or become an operations manager in a large center operation. Not everybody even understands what I'm saying. I'm speaking Chinese probably to a lot of people right now. But in the LTL trucking industry that I was in, I was given an opportunity. Do you want to chase the title and go to a very small end-of-line terminal and become the center manager, or stay at a bigger hub and be an operations manager where you're going to make more money as a lesser title, but you're going to be in charge, have more responsibilities. You're going to, well, not necessarily more
Kevin,
responsibilities, but what?
Keep along that path line.
Okay.
I'll like that.
I can't.
No, but I mean, like, you're talking to me like we're on a radio thing.
I feel like we gotta
Talk
keep
to
it
me
going right now.
like we're sitting on the porch.
I can't. I don't know.
You're being way more professional than you need to be,
All right. I probably am.
Mr. Fucking gay communist.
I probably am being that way.
Yeah.
But
Just talk like normally, like we're on the porch.
right. But what I'm saying is I was given an opportunity to be a center manager at a small center, or have more of an impact at a larger center because I'm in charge of more people. But I wanted I wanted that title. I wanted that on my resume. I wanted to be able to put that on my resume, and I was climbing that career ladder.
Isn't a bad thing. It's just cause I did the same thing. It's a career choice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It's almost like what's going to get me more respect.
But see, what I found is when you get that title, you also get that responsibility.
Right.
Having that responsibility, it kind of taught me things I needed to learn to run my own business, because I was running my own terminal. Right. So therefore I had to handle all aspects.
You understood the basics.
And it does. It helps you multitask in a way that helps you kind of put you more business minded.
So we were talking about whenever I went to do some of the minor tweaks and things like that. We were talking about losing that conversation over the years and how that happens. And I asked you guys, when you get together with friends, what we talk about. I hope you guys answered that question.
No, we really, no.
What?
We started talking about
Okay.
shit.
So, oh my God. So,
wow, was that basic white girl talk?
that was the most basic white girl shit I've ever heard.
That was pretty.
But you're killing me here. That I asked you.
Killing me, Smalls.
I literally asked you a question, and then I walk
about
away.
friends?
I walk away for like 6 seconds to do something. You guys are all.
You were gone for a little bit longer than 6 seconds.
I was literally right beside you.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going.
So the question was, when we get together with friends now, what do you actually talk about? Is it do you have deep conversations? Do you talk about sports, the weather, that type of stuff?
Depends on the environment you're in.
Don't give me fucking
It
pens,
does, dude.
Kevin.
Are you at a
God,
party?
Kevin, God,
Listen to me. I love how you.
it depends on the situation. Fucking shit.
If we're at
Okay.
our house, I talk about this.
Yeah, I like to.
If
I like
we're
to.
at
this-
Fuck, you're a dick, and you see your buddy. You're not going to go talking about, oh, dude, fucking. I thought I was 3 fingers deep last night.
No,
I would.
Well, you would.
the-
Fun.
Kevin, the question-
that far?
the question is in general, what do you do? I don't want to hear. This is a podcast where we share opinions,
Jeez.
not.
Fuck.
To,
Hey, this talked about
this potentially could happen here. That dude.
It would happen.
That's not how
You could
this.
take 4 fingers to your ass if it was in a good mood.
That's not how this always happens. No, Kevin, I'm asking you in general. What do you talk about whenever you're talking to your friends? Do you go in depth with what you're doing in your, like, what the problems are in your life, or you talk about sports and you
Who
talk
comes
about
in
things
going
like
100 miles an hour talking about the deepest shit in their life? No. Nobody.
that? There's an opinion. Thank God. Fucking finally.
Well, they could if it was a situation like that.
But it depends. You know what?
Fuck's sake.
It really depends on the
It
situation.
does depend.
No, but I'm saying like Kevin.
It's about
All
turning
right, let's.
WWE
Back in the day,
cable match or something.
So let's somebody comes over to your house. They're coming over for dinner, maybe to have some drinks, kind of chill
Fucking great.
with you,
the
right? So
background here.
what I have to with you because apparently you can't understand generalities and having a conversation on a podcast about men's mental health and what's going on with loneliness and things like that. So we're just going to sit here and talk. Maybe not. That may not happen. No, you're not stupid.
Treat it
You're
like
just-
I eat crayons.
You're just a retard sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Kevin, you have friends coming over.
That's better.
You have friends.
Stupid is stupid.
You have friends coming over to your house. You got a buddy coming over to your house that that used to work with you 5 years ago, 6 years
Right.
ago, whatever.
Fantastic.
He's coming over for dinner and drinks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You keep just you and them? Yeah. I don't know, dude. You don't just jump into shit. You're just like, hey, man, how's it going? What are you up to? Man, my truck's fucked up. I've been working on my truck. Great. Cool. Yeah, you fucking just talk. You be a fucking human being.
That's it. That's what
Fuck's
humans do.
sake. I'm going to fight you, I swear.
So for the people listening or watching, I'm sorry it took us that long to get there, but
Any women
But
Any guys that you know what women feel like.
we got there eventually.
Pulling teeth.
and the other two people are named Kevin.
I know 5 fat people, and you're 4 of them.
Oh, dude, I heard this good.
So the point that I was
Do you have friends? We're here right now.
This is it. This is what my friend. This
So
is fucking great.
the point that I was getting at is a lot of times
If you don't,
let's bring it back. Let's circle back here.
Fuck's sakes.
The point that I was trying to get there, which you finally got to, was that a lot of times whenever we have these friends that we talk to, we don't get into the depths with people as to what's going on, right? Because we don't feel comfortable. It's not the right situation or
You
anything
don't
like
do
that.
that with anybody, dude.
Yes, you do.
Not right off the fucking go.
If you were to walk in and have a conversation with your wife,
Okay.
right? Besides like the quick pleasantries, like if you had something going on that you want to talk to her about, you could literally walk in and talk to her about
Yes.
it, right? What I'm saying is that a lot of times with guys, with their friends, you can't do that type of thing, right? You make sure that for the most part, a lot of that is surface level stuff. You're talking about sports, you're talking about weather, you're talking about
Talk about
truck,
anything.
you're talking about your stuff. You're not talking about whatever the hell's going on with you,
No.
like
absolutely.
in depth.
No.
Is the point that I was trying to make.
Okay, then fucking
And-
say that.
And you were literally like
No.
like
teeth. dude.
the fucking Tasmanian devil over here with
Blah, blah.
it.
it depends on the situation.
It depends on the
It does,
situation.
dude.
You know,
Hey.
I just
Stop. Instead of depends from now on, it's always bitch.
That's just as bad as 100%, Kevin. Just to let you know, it's just as bad as 100%.
If you don't
And-
have friends,
And listen, I believe that the last one that we did
I'll be
did
your
not
friend.
record the audio. It did. It was pick on
are
Kevin.
you?
It was pick on.
We didn't record any of this.
Dude, are you kidding
It-
me?
Okay, he was the third most
I'm the butt
retarded
of the
person.
jokes.
He's probably the second most retarded person I've ever met at this point.
So
No, we are
feet.
Brian. We are recording all of this. I'm saying that the last time we were recording,
Oh,
we picked on Kevin quite a bit.
yeah, we did.
Wow.
Is what I was getting to, and this
Mm.
just this at this point this feels natural.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
feels good. I think we're in a good spot. here.
yeah, I do too. I do too.
I'm having spot here. I'm gonna go.
So yeah, I think we're trying to keep this light, and I something stuff,
Fucking gay. All right. Say something.
Okay.
Say something smart.
something smart. I have nothing. I'm not, guys. Let's bring it back. Listen, that's a great conversation for another podcast. Okay, so when something's bothering you, what is your first instinct?
Say that.
No.
I can't, dude.
All right.
All I think about was fucking leopards and fucking kittens and stupid shit. Fucking say that again.
So I just muted him because
you totally cut me out.
I can't even hear. I can't.
like his mic is muted at this
All right.
point. So the question is then, when something's bothering you, what is your first instinct? Do you reach out or do
No.
you shut down?
We shut down.
Why, Kevin?
It's natural. It's just because, well, to be honest, because who do you reach out to? You have a few people that you can trust that to tell anything to, but that's not something you can jump into every time.
All right. So
I don't know. Dude.
no,
Fucking-
no, you're
I can't with this dude over here. He's killing me.
I agree with you. And
Fucking
I think
cheating pirates and
cheetahs
fucking
and
cheetahs,
crazy shit here.
fucking porcupines. You never know.
So actually, I got to say this here. Brian,
He's crying right now
he is crying, but in a good way.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Laughing, crying.
And I 100% agree with you. It's 100%. I tend to shut down myself all the time.
It's just normal, man. I mean,
But Brian is actually pretty good at this next question. This next thing I'm going to bring up, which he wasn't, and at least he's gotten better over the past couple months. Right? Is why is it so hard to pick up the phone and say, "I'm not good. I need something. I need help."
that's hard to do.
Brian, answer the fucking question.
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
It's just hard. We don't want to reach out. We don't want to burden anyone.
Okay, so Brian, what has changed in you recently to make that change, to make it different?
What
Because
feels-
you used to not be that way, but there's been a couple times in our group chat and things like that where you've actually reached out and said something. So what has changed? What have you done different?
Understanding that I can without fear of judgment.
Okay, so it's more of a judgment thing. People won't
A burden, like
You feel more comfortable letting people.
think you're weak.
right.
Okay, we can hear you. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So
Get closer when you need it.
so is it then pride or fear
It's more-
or just not wanting to be a burden?
I think it's more, well, a little bit of not being a burden, but I think it's also fear a little bit of fear of ridicule with certain people. Your closest people, probably not so much, but it's still a tough one, man. It's hard to let your guard down to let people know how you really feel.
Yeah. Brian, go ahead. You look, oh, I thought you were
I
going
was
towards the
gonna,
mic.
but I forgot. Go ahead.
Okay. To me, a lot of it, most of it is not wanting to feel like a burden. You've been the guy to be depended on.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't like to be the guy needing something.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So a lot of times, even if I do need something, right, God damn, this happened just this morning, right? I needed somebody, I needed help, and there was nobody to help. You guys didn't have a truck to pull me out, right, to latch on. And I reached out to one person and they were unavailable, right? That's enough. I was a burden on one person trying to ask them to help me, and then they couldn't help me. And so with that, all that responsibility then falls on my own shoulders. And I ended up being an asshole and lashing out at people that didn't deserve it, because there was no way that they would be able to help me in the situation.
Is there anything you'd like to say to those people right now?
I'm sorry. I was an asshole. Sorry. But no, it really, most of it for me is not wanting to be a burden on other people.
Right.
That's even having conversations with people. Like, I don't want to take up their time, right?
Right.
Before, by medicine, was the second I get into a conversation, I try to get out of it, because I didn't want to, maybe they had something more important to do than sit and have a conversation with me, even though it was cordial and we were having fun, just, goofing around or whatever. Hated it. I couldn't do it. Right. And it's to me, it's not about pride. I'm not a very prideful person. And in that sort of respect, and fear, no, that type of, no, it's, to me, is I don't want to burden other people. I am almost over conscious of other people, what they're doing. Right. And that type of thing drives me absolutely nuts. I don't want to be burdened with something that I think is trivial or stupid.
Okay.
So I automatically think that other people don't want to do that. But I also consider myself to be a pretty decent listener and a problem solver.
And that's the thing. Sometimes I need directed.
Yeah.
Do you want a response? Do you want me to help you, or do you want me just to listen? And
Yeah.
that's something that
So
sometimes that's hard, because not everybody can do.
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll keep it in, because my pain does not need to be spread to other people. My loneliness does not need to be spread to other people. So yeah, I don't want to be a burden on them. I think is where a lot of that comes from.
And I think also just times like this, what we're doing right now, getting together and hanging out. We're putting podcasts together. We're fellowshipping, whatever you want to call it, hanging out. It's needed. It's needed for guys. I think we need to get out there. We need to be able to let our guards down and be able to just feel less stress. You know what I mean? Just release the stress a little bit. Hang out, just a few guys shooting the shit, no matter what you're doing, whether you're playing cornhole, horseshoes, shooting guns, going fishing, hunting together.
If we have any liberal listeners going to No Kings protests,
Oh, for fuck's
Going
golfing again?
No, I'm teased. But Kevin and Brian, I want to hear this from you too, is how often do you guys say that you're good when you're actually not?
Every time.
Do you have a percentage on it?
What?
Do you have a percentage on that?
9.9. Right.
All the time?
Okay.
All the fucking time?
So Brian, remember that we are talking on a podcast for people to listen to all the time, and then done with the question does not help people understanding. So give me some more than that, bud. Give me a story. Give me something. Fuck's sake. It's like I'm
Give your balls a tug.
No.
tit fucker.
It's big, sexy, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love big sex.
I always say I'm good. Or I'm fine.
Why?
Why? Because I don't want to friggin' go any further than that. Why would I want to tell somebody?
Why?
I'm a
They don't want
7-year-old.
Why? Why don't I don't want, because I don't want to. That you're doing the same thing as Kevin. Give me a real fucking answer.
Yeah. Answer the question, Brian.
Listen, I don't want to be.
I don't feel like fucking talking.
No, that's not why.
Yes, that's why.
Listen, I have known you for 43 years.
Unfortunately.
You don't ever want to not talk. I don't feel like talking. No. Why don't you
No,
don't? Do you not? Do you not want to be a burden on people? Do you not want to
I don't care
to show that we?
I don't care. Why would someone else?
You don't care about your own feelings, or you don't care about their feelings.
Fine.
You don't care about your
Why the
own
fuck would
feelings.
I've gotten to a point where that's where I was. I don't care about my stuff. Why would anyone else? That's how low. That's where I was. So,
You're retards.
so
If
fuck
I'm
you.
honest. All right. Kevin, what about you? Do you often say you're good when you're not?
Yeah.
And why?
Again, same thing like what he was saying, man. You get kind of, you don't want to burden somebody else. You don't want to put that on somebody else's plate. You just feel like, I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but I'll figure it out.
I guess.
But that's not the healthy way to do it.
Right. And this kind of deviates from my script.
It's not the healthy way to be.
But why do we do that? Even when we have somebody who's, because you guys are like, hey, if you need anything,
Call me.
bro, you need anything, let me know. You call
Yeah.
me. Like we're willing to be there for other people, but we're not willing to let ourselves out and let somebody else see that vulnerability. That's a hard word to say. Yes, vulnerability. Yeah, there it is. It's better. So do we not want people to see that? Do we want everybody to think we're okay? Do we not, because we talked about us being a burden on other people, right? But is there something else to it? Even whenever you say, like, even between the three of us, we're pretty tight.
I still don't want people to see that vulnerability.
Right. It's what I'm saying. Like, what is that?
What do you mean? What is that?
Like, why?
Why?
We're back to fucking with Kevin.
Why?
That was a drop of a hat.
Well, let's do it. Let's quick.
There hasn't been a big flip study around here.
Kevin, why? There you go. You're welcome, Brian.
Yeah. I don't have all the answers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So-
I don't know.
Since you guys are, I don't know.
What do you
I don't-
think?
We're okay. Thank you for asking. I will tell you.
So that's all we had to do was ask him. We could have been over this 10 minutes.
Right. Oh,
We could
because
have been on to the next question.
you guys are like fucking 6-year-olds
Okay, from now on.
and can't get
We
there.
re-
It's my job to direct, but I'll give my answer. Is a lot of times that we not just being a burden, but I don't want to be looked at as a type of weakness, right? Like I want to be
You're viewed.
I want to be seen as the strong guy who can handle anything. I want to be seen as the guy who's always there to help out and to bail people out. I don't want to be seen as the guy who needs bailed out. And honestly, to the point where even if somebody were a lot of times to offer to help, I would turn it down because I feel like I should be able to handle it myself. Now, is that a like specific stigma or something like that?
There's no way that you think your problems are worse than somebody else.
No, I'm not saying
No,
that.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Right.
100%.
Right. It's other people have other things going on, right?
Right. And you're like, well, why would I talk about mine? And they're not
Right.
complaining.
Yeah. He's got other shit that he's doing, and they got stuff to do. Even this morning. So just a quick thing. Like I was stuck as fuck in the mud
Literally.
with my truck. It literally just dropped like 6 inches, and I couldn't get this sumbitch out to save my life. I literally spent 3 hours getting myself out of the mud with my truck rather than just making a phone call, which I could have made a phone call and had somebody there in 10 minutes to get me out. But I didn't want to burden anybody. I didn't want to be that guy. I literally was sitting in my truck screaming and swearing and stuff like that. Literally just almost hoping that some random stranger would drive by and be like, oh, I see you're stuck. I'm going to try to help you out. Right. Rather than having somebody that I knew come and pull me out of being stuck in the mud. Because I don't know whether it was I didn't want to hear about it later, or I didn't want to have to deal with feeling like I owed them something in return for that. I got you next time, even though that I would never do that. Like the whole reason why I got stuck in the mud was I was helping somebody else they needed my trailer, and I was literally going to haul something for them. I couldn't even call. Like it was a whole thing. I didn't want to. I would rather be the guy helping rather than the guy needing help.
You're right. Hard.
So now we're pretty good into this now. So we're going to get into the real question of this, right? And this is going to be sort of just like we did it last time as well. You guys don't remember. I'm sure that you don't.
I'm sure we don't.
Right. All right. Real question is that when something real is going on in your life, who do you actually talk to?
Dude, that's just the same question asked different ways. There's nobody. If something's going on real in my life, for most of the time, there's nobody. Now, of course, there is. But up until now, not including you two, there's nobody. Why would I talk to anybody? Make any sense? no one cares. Well, okay, you tell yourself no one cares, but that's part of the process. Yeah, you tried to make me cry last time. Fuck you.
I remember a slightly different answer
Dude, I
last
can
time,
barely hear Kim, but talk
I
to me.
remember a
Yeah, you're not hearing Kevin on purpose.
it's
Oh.
muted, buddy.
Okay, sorry. But no, there's a time where you just, you don't have to feel that you think they are because you don't want anyone else to, I said burden, but, you don't want to admit your weakness to anybody because it's used against you. At some point, admitting your weakness will be used. Tell yourself you can't possibly say anything to anybody because once you do, you're not the man that you're supposed to be. You're not a man. That's what you think. I don't know which way is right, whether you are or whether you're not. At the time, especially when you're younger. Greg, fuck you. I'm not going to do it again.
Listen, Brian, I don't need you to cry. I just want you to be real, and you were. So thank you. I think that some of the takeaways here from this episode were actually, believe it or not, guys, we're like an hour and 10 minutes into this, which is
Really?
great. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of men aren't alone because they don't have people. They don't think they have people. You're actually surrounded by more people that are willing to help and willing to be there for you
Then you think.
than you think are, right? It says there, this is not something that loneliness is not something that just goes away on its own. It does not fix itself. Like you actually have to make an effort to reach out to somebody if you need help. There are people, there are guys, I am certain, in your life right this second that would take it up and help carry that mantle for you and do things for you. But most men are not going to reach out. They're not going to say, hey, bro, if you need something, let me know. Even if they do say that, you feel like they're just kind of saying that just to say it. That's not the case, man. They're actually doing that. Just do me a favor, And again, I forgot to say this from the get-go. We do not give advice. We are not experts. We are just three dumbasses talking about men's stuff that's going on. But reach out to one of them and test it. See, tell them, ask them.
Wants from it.
What's that?
Me?
Dude, we're like in the serious part of the.
I thought we were done.
No, we're not done with it. Like we're getting there.
Look at me done.
We're not gonna talk about tampons for men when we're sitting here having literally just a wrapping up of the conversation and podcast. So that's okay. Reach out and talk to somebody. Tell them that you're not okay. Whenever you need something, reach out to somebody who has said at some point, hey man, if you ever need anything, reach out. Let me know. Reach out and just talk to them. Ask them. 99% of the time, they'll be willing to at least talk to you and help you out. Most guys are like that. They don't want help themselves, but if somebody reaches out to ask for help, they're more than willing to give that hand and help. I know that's the way I am. I hate asking for help, man, but I enjoy giving help. I really enjoy it. It changes, the whole aspect of it changes when you decide to stop keeping everything to yourself, even just a little bit at a time, right? If you're having a hard day or something like that, just reach out to somebody, say something to somebody because somebody cares. More people care than you think care, brother. So just reach out and say something. That's what we're here for. And like I said, most men believe that to be the case, even though they're not willing to do that themselves. Guys, so quickly, we're going to go ahead and end with a couple things here. There's a couple things I want to say real quick. If something hit you in this episode, don't brush it off. Take some of the things that we said to heart. Maybe consider doing, reaching out to somebody. Think about that question as far as being lonely and who you have and who you can reach out to. Think about who you do actually talk to and who you can be talking to. If the answer is nobody, there's nobody, that's something that you should not be ignoring, right? You should have that. You should find that relationship. Start small, right, Kevin? One person, one conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe that's something that we can, finishing this thing up, we can confidently say to everybody out there is, who do you have out there that you can reach out to, that you can talk to? Like Greg was saying, if you're not sure,
It's us.
well, we can help.
Yeah, reach out to us. We
but-
like reading the emails and things like
Absolutely.
that.
Like we just talked about, we don't.
Not the only one that's gone through it.
And exactly to that point is, guys, check on your people, check on your guys, check on your friends. because a lot of them are probably struggling with something that they probably need your help. And whatever you're carrying, just do something with it, guys. Just do something with it. We'll talk to you, D-Gens, later.